Hello you most beautiful and most amazing top 10ers, how are you today? I hope you're feeling as fabulous as me. I'm feeling good because it's a top 10 day. Yay! I'm Rebecca Fergate, this is Most Amazing Top 10. Thanks for coming back. Now today we are going to be doing the top 10 movie plot holes. Now this is not to be confused with the top 10 movie mistakes. These are holes in the fabric of the whole universe that is the movie. Let's get started, shall we? So in at number 10 we have Superman's superhuman strength. In 2006, people were obviously very excited for a new Superman movie, Superman Returns. I for one was excited because Kevin Spacey was playing Lex Luthor and I love him as a baddie. Overall, this movie was kind of well received by critics, but there is one thing that seems to irk people out there. Now in the opening scene of the movie, in the opening kind of 10-20 minutes, we see Superman trying to rescue a plane, giving all of his strength and his might, he's popping his muscles, he's pulling constipation face as he tries to hold up this plane. For sure, I mean it must have been very heavy. Now cut to the end of the movie, Superman is giving the exact same face, the exact same muscle strength and constipation face when trying to hold up an island. Now presumably an island is a lot heavier than a plane, so we don't really know why it was so hard for him to pick up the plane in the first scene. What's going on, Superman? In at number 9 we have the water in Signs. Now I feel like if Interstellar taught us anything, it would be that aliens would definitely examine a planet before popping on over and trying to invade it. For example, we know that humans can't survive on Venus, the surface temperatures are just too hot for our skin, as is the atmosphere pressure. We would die. Or at least we would need some kind of spacesuit to make withstanding the crazy surface acceptable for the human beings. So why then in Signs do we have unsheathed aliens trolloping around the Earth? And more importantly, if they're thinking about invading the Earth, which is 71% water, you would think that they would have thought about their main weakness. Yes, water. It just seems unlikely to me that these aliens would come along, you know, burning up as they do with water into a planet that is largely comprised of water. Unless they're stupid aliens, which I guess could happen, but if they were that stupid, how would they even have got into Earth in the first place? Questions. In at number 8 we have the hangar in Star Wars Attack of the Clones. Okay, so Padme and some clone troopers are blown out of a ship while they're chasing Count Dooku. Fine. Little does she know that the chase takes Obi-Wan and Anakin to a hangar because she was ejected before they even got there. Obviously she survives the fall because, you know, she's like Padme, of course she does, she's bad. But when some clones come up to her asking how they can join the fight, she then directs them to the hangar, which she doesn't even know exists yet. So I'm a little bit confused. Can anyone explain this to me? A really popular one in at number 7, we have the face kicking in Karate Kid. So a lot of people have picked up on this as an inaccuracy, so it's unsurprising that it's made our list. So we are told at the very beginning of the movie that face kicking is not tolerated and is absolutely banned in tournaments. So why then does the Karate Kid himself win in the end with a face kick? What's happening? In at number 6 we have the fake money in Ocean's 11. How did it get there? So whimsically, Danny and Linus take the money from the vault that they are robbing and organise a decoy van to take fake money, actually some Rudy Nudie flyers, from the vault. We see the decoy money coming out of the vault, but how did it even get in there in the first place? None of the robbers are even seen taking it in. No one seems to have an answer for this, but if you guys do, let me know right down there. So in at number 5 we have the ice block carving in Edward Scissorhands. Okay, so at the end of Edward Scissorhands we see Edward Scissorhands himself living like a recluse, carving blocks of ice, shaving them up with his scissory hands. But my main question is, how did these ice blocks even get there in the first place? Obviously he wouldn't have popped to town to get the ice, as A, he has scissors for hands so he can't really grip slippery stuff, and B, everyone in town thinks he's a murderer. For this reason it is highly unlikely that he has these big blocks of ice delivered. In at number 4 we have Aladdin's last wish. So at the end of the film Aladdin, we have Aladdin himself trying to make up his mind as to what to do with his last wish. He tries to decide between wishing to be a prince and to free the genie. In the end, he frees his friend Hurrah.
You're free.
But I'm wondering, why was he even thinking about it in the first place? One of his earlier wishes was to be a prince. Prince Ali, fabulous he no less. So why then does he have to think about wishing to be a prince again? Was he dethroned? This is never discussed, I'm really confused. Free the genie. Now this one makes me laugh. In at number 3 we have the fact that Harry Potter needs glasses. Now I for one absolutely love Harry Potter, love the books, love the films, I am a Hufflepuff for life. But there is one massive question about the Harry Potter universe that has gone unanswered thus far. Harry Potter wears glasses. So in this universe, stones can make you live forever and you can take a potion to regrow your bones overnight, but someone can't fix Harry Potter's eyesight. Weird. Even muggles have developed laser eye surgery, so for me this is a really confusing one, especially as it hinders Harry throughout the book series, throughout the films. So part plot hole, just part majorly unanswered question, Batman's return to Gotham to save the city from Bane. Okay, so Batman is left recovering from a back break in The Dark Knight Rises. How exactly does he get back to Gotham? He's hauled up in a prison from Bane, eventually he escapes, but we don't really know how he gets back. The movie suggests that the prison is in warmer climes. If Batman's lucky, he could be in South America, but if he's less lucky, he could be in Albania. There's a whole sea-ocean issue. He's got no money, he's got no passport, he's got no cell phone, he really needs a physiotherapist, but somehow he makes it back. Even if he did make it back, weren't we allowed to see this epic adventure? I think it would make an incredible movie. Also, Bane has separated Gotham from the rest of the world by blowing up bridges, etc. He even says that he'll detonate a bomb if there's any outside world interference. So why then does he not predict his arch nemesis coming to the city to claim it back? Surely he would be keeping tabs on him. Plot hole. So in at number one that really confuses me of our top 10 list of movie plot holes, like you really need to get your head around this, it is the Terminator time continuum. So what came first, the chicken or the egg? Bear with me because this one gets a little bit confusing. So the whole premise of Terminator, great film by the way, is that the Terminator robot goes back in time to kill Sarah Connor, mother of John Connor, a guy who is fighting the machines in the future. So in the response to the machine world of Skynet sending the Terminator back, the humans send Kyle Reese back to protect her. For sure. Now this is where it gets crazy. If you need to repeat this again just to get it into your mind, then do, because it confuses me as well. We know that from Terminator 2 that Skynet was only invented in 1997 after a chip in the Terminator's brain is found after he was destroyed in the first movie, allowing a computer company to replicate the technology. Now the only reason that John Connor or the machine exists is because the Terminator went back in time, and the only reason that the Terminator went back in time is because the machines and John Connor exist. Time continuum, plot hole, I'm confused, somebody please explain it. So I'm Rebecca Felgate, this is Most Amazing Top 10, that was the top 10 movie plot holes. Have I missed anything out? Do let me know in the comments section down below. Also, what top 10 should we do next? Let me know. Be sure to like, share and subscribe, and I will see you next time where I'll be doing more finger dancing.